Hi, Room 2. I'm going to be doing a lesson on suffixes, and this goes along with your packet page Week 2, Day 4. Looks like this. Kind of looks like all the answers are already there for you, but they're not. We're going to be adding suffixes to these words down below. A suffix is a group of letters added to the end of a word, and when suffixes are added, the meaning of the word changes. I want to talk about what all that means. Okay. We're going to be focusing on two suffixes today. One of them is made up of the letters F-U-L, okay, kind of like the word full. If you're full of something, that means you have a lot of it. So when I add F-U-L to the end of some words, it changes the meaning of them. Okay, so a suffix is a word part that we add to the end of the word. Let me give you an example. If I say that I am joyful, joy is the word we're going to be adding to. Okay, joy means happiness. So if I say joyful, now I'm saying that it's full of joy, joyful. It was a joyful day when I had my birthday party. It was a day full of joy, is what we're saying. Another example would be starting with the word color. Okay, color. Now, what if something was full of color, had all kinds of bright colors on it? I could say it was colorful and add my suffix F-U-L. So instead of color, I made it colorful, which is a describing word, an adjective. Okay, now on the other side, I have a different suffix we're going to be practicing today. And that is less. If I have less, that means I don't have as much of something, right? So when I use less as a suffix, I'm saying without. It doesn't have it. So let me give you a couple examples. If I say that I am fearless, I'm saying that I am without fear. I am brave. I am being fearless. If I say I am careless, that means I am without care. I'm not being careful. Okay? If I'm not being safe or careful, I could say I'm being careless. I'm doing something without any care. Okay. So adding the suffix changes the meaning of the word, gives us more great words to choose from when we are writing. We want to be able to identify words with suffixes in our reading and use them in our writing. I have a quick clip to show you on these two suffixes. The clip goes on and covers some other suffixes, but I'm going to be stopping it at that point when we get there. So let me get the screen shared with you. Okay. So just a couple minutes of this clip. It's going to cover the less and the full suffixes. Give us some more good examples.
Hello, I am Chris the Word Whiz. We will look at the end of words today. Are you ready to look carefully? Let's go! Suffixes are letters at the end of a word. These change the meaning. We will look at 4 suffixes:
So we're focusing on these
Full,
top two, full
less,
and less.
ly, and a bull. Here's one: truthful. When we add full to a word, it means full of, just like it sounds. So, truthful would be full of truth. If you are a truthful person, you are full of the truth, or you tell the truth often. How about painful? What do you think that would mean? Yes, full of pain.
Ouch.
Ouch! Another suffix is less. This means without. So if we had use and added less, it would mean without a use. A hammer is useless for this project. It is without use for this. Let's look at fearless. Less means without. So this would mean without fear. She was fearless when she swam in the ocean. So she wasn't afraid. We looked at full and less. Our third suffix is ly.
Okay.
One is a
Oh.
little trickier, but I know you can handle it.
Let me get this stopped. Sorry.
Answers the question, how?
Sometimes
So
it
we're gonna
answers the
stop
question,
there with
how?
The two ones that we're focusing on. And we want to make sure we have our paper ready. We're going to be adding the suffix full to this side of words and the suffix less to this side of words. And these seem kind of easy, right? We're just adding some letters. But what I want us to do is really think about how it's changing the meaning of the word, maybe even how you could use that word in a sentence. So the first one we have is meaning, and we're going to add full to the end. Now we're not going to put a space, we're adding right on to meaning. So it's meaning full, F-U-L. Think about what that means to be meaningful. Meaningful means full of meaning. It means it's important if something is meaningful. Okay, meaningful. Help is next, and we're going to add the suffix full to make helpful. And let's think of the meaning of that word helpful now. If something is helpful, it is full of help. Okay, I am a helpful person when I pick up trash from the floor. I am full of help, and it's an adjective, it's describing me. I'm going to do one more on the full side. Thankful. I am thankful for all my wonderful Room 2 students. That means I am full of thanks. Now I'm going to move on to this side with less. Now less means without. You don't have it. So this is the one we talked about. It was in the clip too. Fearless. I'm going to add the less right to the end. And that means I am without fear. The little girl was fearless when she was in the water. She was not scared. Careless is another one we talked about. It means without care. She was being careless when she threw her trash on the floor. Okay, she wasn't taking care of her classroom. She was being careless when she threw her trash on the floor. One more that I'm going to do with you is using the word rest. We're going to add the suffix less. So instead of rest, We're making it restless, restless. So what do you think restless means? It means without rest, which means they can't sit still. They're restless. They got to move around, okay? The kitty was restless and chased the ball, okay? The student was restless because she was sitting for too long, okay? So continue to add your suffixes and really think about how it changes the meaning of words so that you can use words with suffixes in your own writing. Talk to you soon.